Hey, it's Cassidy at the Poets Corner here with another author interview. And today I'm excited to be speaking with Dawn Thibodeaux as we talk all about her book, The Power of Clothing and Personal Packaging. So let's get into it. How you doing today, Dawn?
Oh, I am doing well. How are you?
Really good. Really excited to learn more about your book.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We'll start with some introduction questions. So where are you?
Okay. I am in the Midwest and I have pretty much been here the majority of my life, moving around a few different states, but all Midwest.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what do you do and what inspired you to get into your line of work?
It's been a long time, but I have been helping women feel good about who they are, what they're wearing, and all of that kind of evolved into me understanding that there is a need for women to understand the power of clothing and how to make that work for them instead of against them. So that's where things are right now. But it all starts with kind of what's going on the inside, matching that with what's going on the outside. And it's a great pairing.
Yeah, oh, I love that. I love that you're able to inspire women every day with your career and through your book. So I understand you've been helping women for the past 30 years. Amazing career. You've been able to work with companies like Delta, Honeywell, and McDonald's. So tell me more about that.
Sure. Well, those are employees of those companies, of course. So that is not Mr. Delta, Mr. Ronald hasn't contacted me personally, but women who either represent those companies, have stake in those companies, are owners in those companies, or employees or contractors of those companies. So it's been a very fulfilling opportunity. But at the end of the day, they are people. They are people just like you and I, and they have been some of the most incredible people that I've had the opportunity to meet, actually.
Oh, that's really cool. So, what inspired you to write your book, The Power of Clothing and Personal Packaging? And tell me a little bit more about it and what readers
Sure,
find within it.
absolutely. Well, I am a big reader myself, and I thought that it would be fun to infuse a little bit of fiction along with some facts because there's certainly no shortage of do's and don'ts, lists of things, you should wear this, you shouldn't wear that. And I thought that it would be fun to bring some kind of an easy read. So if you think summer beach read, or certainly I would not put myself in well, let's see, think about The Devil Wears Prada. So I'm not trying to say that I am that author, but if you think about the fact that you're able to learn, I don't know if you've seen that movie or not, but there is a scene in there where Meryl talks about cerulean blue because Anne Hathaway makes this kind of scoffing comment about it's just blue. And she goes through this whole thing. And so whether you know it or not, you're actually learning something by watching that. So that's kind of the similar vein of this book that you are going to learn while being entertained. And my hope is that you will be able to find yourself or something about you within the pages there that resonate.
That's really cool. I like that fusion. It sounds really fun and exciting, and yeah, helps you be more interested in learning about the topic. That's really
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we have enough do's and don'ts going on right now, so it's kind of fun to learn from a different perspective.
That's awesome. So tell me more about your writing process. How long did it take for you to write this book?
I think the idea came very, very quickly. But for me, it was my first book. So I got frustrated, like many authors do, and just, had those points where I thought, is this the thing that I should be working on right now? So I think that all in all, it's probably about 9 months. That could have been maybe shortened a little bit by some of that self-talk happening a little faster. I think we could have pushed things along a little faster. But yeah, it came pretty quickly.
That's so cool. So how long from writing it to the editing process, going through and getting
Yeah.
it published?
I think that was about a year.
Oh,
Yeah, I think just inside of a year, because once that time frame started, coming along, I thought, okay, we've got to do this if we're going to do this. So,
that's really
yeah.
cool. So most of your clients who you have, do you encourage them to read your book along with how you're helping them?
I do. And it's been fun to hear because they've been sharing that with their own friends and people in their world. And the comments have been really fun to read.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the best part of being an author.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Feedback and hearing how people love it.
Right, exactly. Especially people you don't know,
Yeah.
because you expect, those closest to you, of course, are going to love and embrace and support you unless it was, complete and utter nonsense. You would hope that they would tell you that, but you would expect them to love and appreciate your time and effort. But when someone who doesn't know you says that they've been helped or transformed or found a nugget in there that helped them for their day, that's very rewarding as well.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy for you that you get to experience that,
Oh,
especially
thank
all the
you.
hard work you put into your career and book. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what was your favorite part to write about in your book, The Power of Clothing and Personal Packaging?
I think it's probably coming up with the characters and naming them. I do have children and I love names. I love words, but you can only have so many children, so many pets, right? So it's fun to come up with these characters and to give them names. So that was very fun. But I also think that the transformation part, writing that and infusing some truth from past clients and from myself and meshing that with those characters and bringing that to life, that's probably the most rewarding because it's so real.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I really need to read this book. I'm so
Well, I hope so. I can't wait to hear your feedback. Absolutely, especially because you do this often. So I would love to hear your feedback.
sweet. Okay, will do. So, this is some sort of similar and within that same vein, but what has been the most rewarding part of your author journey and career so far?
I think we kind of touched on that, and that's probably the people that you don't know, as well as actually some of the even when my own children read the book, and they're adults, so when they read it, it was kind of fun because they're like, oh my gosh, we've been hearing this forever. So it was fun to hear their opinion and see the light kind of come on for them and have them share that with their friends in a different perspective other than just that's my mom and she's at it again. So
Oh, that's so cool. That's funny. And they're like, "Oh, this is
yeah.
I've heard a million times."
Exactly. And my husband as well has been an amazing cheerleader who, sharing it with his group of friends, which is hilarious, so he's not even in the industry, but they've been cheering me on as well.
Oh, that's so great. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's fun.
So, what is next for you in your career?
Well, we're going to keep doing this, and there actually will be a fiction and nonfiction that you see in this book. We're going to do a nonfiction version. So for those who are like, I don't want to know the story, I don't want to know about the transformation. I like those facts and those do's and don'ts, and there's one, two, three. So that's what's next, so that we can kind of answer both sides of the coin.
Oh, I love that. Like a little manual,
Yeah.
like a self-help book, pretty much.
Yeah, I would say so. And I think it will go along well if we have courses that we're developing as well, so that because the question now is, well, what's next? And
Yeah.
so we've got a what's next coming up. So,
Yay, that's so
yeah,
exciting. I love that. Well, and courses are really in right now. Everybody wants,
they are.
the course and wants to learn more. It's really good that people are wanting to grow and wanting to be more, do more, So that's
I
good.
agree. I agree. Yeah, that kind of lifelong learning process. And when you have it at your fingertips, you don't have to enroll in, a 6-year plan or commit your life to this. It's a course,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, yay. So have you started writing the book? Are you in the writing process or you're kind of like in the
Yes.
outlining?
They kind of happen simultaneously, so I'm able to extract some of that data because there's truth in this book that you're going to read this one here behind me. So that's, there are truths in there. It's a mix of fiction and nonfiction. So extracting some of those facts out helps that process move along a little faster.
Oh, that's awesome. You have the book behind you. Can we see it?
I do. Yeah. Do you want me to bring it closer? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
bring it
saying?
closer.
Okay, sure. Sure.
Oh my
There
gosh,
you
it's beautiful. I
go.
love the
Thank
cheetah.
you. I do too.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh,
fun.
I
It's
love it.
really fun.
Yay, sweet. So, well, that's really all the questions I had for you today. Do you have any
Okay.
closing words or advice that you'd want to give our audience?
I would love for them to just pick up a copy and make sure that you drop me a line and let me know what your thoughts are so that we can connect and get that power of clothing working for you instead of against you.
Oh, sweet. I love it. Well, yes, if you are interested in reading The Power of Clothing and Personal Packaging, head over to the video description link where you can support this incredible author by buying her book. Thanks so much for your time, Dawn. I loved speaking with you and learning more about your book, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck in your career and future books.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was a joy meeting you as well.
Thanks so much, Dawn. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.